Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. No prayer too small. God hears them all.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you. Let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. Try lifting the lid, but the enormous weight upon the lid from the dirt prevents you from doing so. You try banging on the lid to unsettle the dirt. Maybe somebody will start digging their way down to helping you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help. You don't know where to turn. But you know you need to get out. You just think you're going to die. In reality, people that abuse drugs and alcohol usually do not fear the death. They are great at repressing the fear of death because of the alcohol and drug influence. Let me ask you something. If you died because of an overdose, would you disappoint not only yourself because now you're dead, but the people that love and count on you most? Mother, father, brother, sister, children and grandchildren? Don't be like the person that I just read about on these index cards that waited and waited and waited until it was way too late. pick up the phone or call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise you I'll help you take your life back. For your life is gone like this person. Larry, guys, has over 30 years experience as an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and you can find him at 516-458-2741 or www.odysseyconsultant.org. Larry, guys, will take you from your depression to happier times, addiction to recovery, low self-esteem to raising your self-esteem. Larry and I always tell folks like you, it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter where you've been. What matters is that you're here today looking for a better today and a better tomorrow. Larry Geis, 516-458-2741. Folks, don't forget to take your slippers off at night before you jump into bed. Instead of just leaving at the edge of the bed, stick them directly under your bed. In the morning when you wake up and you get to enjoy that stream and that waterfall because God has given you another day on this beautiful earth, drop to your knees for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is to get your slippers because you put them under the bed last night. Reason number 2, more importantly, is on your knees. That's your personal time with God. I call it knee mail. From your mouth to God's ears. You should spend each and every day thanking God for another beautiful day, for your family, for your clothes, for your home, asking God for guidance and direction, asking for mercy and forgiveness. It's your personal chat line between you and God each and every morning on your knees. And whatever situations you have in life, whether it's positive or negative, through the power of prayer, things will eventually get better. Now, if you're the type of person that says, well, if I pray today, things will get better, it has to be consistent. Your communication line between you and God needs to be on a daily basis. And there's no better way to do it than to retrieve your slippers in the morning and do it while you're on your knees. When you're done, put those slippers on, stand straight up, roll your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and walk with God 24/7. I want to talk about 4 reasons why family vacations are important, but I wanted, before I get into that, explain to you about a vacation that's coming up very soon. I mean, it's only a day vacation, but yet it's a vacation. My ex-wife and I have become closer and closer as friends because something actually good came out of my mother's death, and that was a communication line between myself and my ex-wife. She was there throughout the wake, from the beginning till the ending, on 2 sessions. Now, a lot of ex-wives or ex-husbands or exes in general don't do that. But my ex-wife was there since the age of 13 in my life, and because of whatever reasons it didn't work out as husband and wife between us, we became closer friends. We are happier as friends than we were as husband and wife. So a week ago, I thought to myself, because we've all gone through some troubling times in our lives, she lost her father a few years ago, why not myself, my wife, my daughter, and my ex-wife take a day trip upstate New York? It gives us a time to thank each other for being in each other's lives. It gives us time to be good to each other. Because as we both know, my ex-wife and I, her losing her father and me losing my mother, life is short and can be ended very quickly. So here are the 4 reasons why a family vacation is important. And you know, it really is. So let's hear this. Don't let money and time hold your family back from enjoying a well-deserved vacation. I want you folks to understand that. There's going to be somebody out there that's probably going to say, well, ex-wives, they're not really family, but she is, because my daughter is my family, my ex-wife is part of my family. Your ex-wife, your husband is always going, if there are children involved, they're always going to be part of your life. So she is part of my family. And what she had shown during the wake and the constant communication is more than some family members that I have. So yes, she is part of my family. I always created excuses for not taking family vacation. Either there were too much work to be completed or there wasn't enough money, and money is usually the issue with a lot of people. The vacation that we're taking on Sunday, although it's only for a day, is not expensive at all. When I started to feel mentally and physically exhausted from the everyday routine, I came up with the realization that I needed to get away from it all, even if it's just for one day. I took the advice of some other folks and took much needed, or I will take a much needed one-day vacation with the folks that mean a lot in my life. This vacation will re-energize not only my battery, my wife's battery, my ex-wife's battery, and my daughter's battery, who's been working very hard as well. Here are 4 reasons why vacations are significant in family life. Number 1 is vacations mean spending quality time with the important people in your life, such as your family. Parents and children are constantly on the go. There is work, school, after-school programs, sports and other activities, and jobs, of course. There may be very little time to sit down and have a conversation with your children, and vice versa, and even your personal friends. You have the weekend, but the weekend may not be enough to catch up on things that were happening in your lives throughout the week. Vacations will pull a family together and reinforce the fact that quality time is essential. And what is great is that when you drive upstate, it's a 3-hour drive. You get to all spend time in a car, and it's a communication. It's an open forum where we all get to speak to each other. Number 2, taking a vacation allows you and your family to lay back and relax. Parents and children face a lot of things on a day-to-day basis. Children have a load of homework to do, and parents work long hours to provide for their families. When a parent comes home, they help their children with homework, cook, clean, prepare the household for the next day. Not to mention, if parents bring work from home, they must fit that into their schedule as well. I truly believe that your work should stay at work and your home is your home. A family vacation will definitely put the daily routine aside just for a little while and allow you to kick back and relax. Whether you go away or stay at home, enjoy your vacation to the fullest. Do the things you would not normally do with your vacation in a normal schedule. Vacations are meant to have fun without any worries. Number 3, taking a family vacation will create memories. Years from now, you could open up an album or view a video on your vacation and relive the wonderful memories you once had. Memories are to be cherished and remembered for a long time and as long as you live, and passed on to your children and your grandchildren. Number 4 is when you take a vacation, you will experience new things. Whether you and your family take a vacation out of state or just like we are, upstate, or around the corner, there is no doubt you will learn different things. For an example, you may have a bus tour in your own city. This tour can educate you on the history of the neighborhood, along with other interesting information. There are tour buses in boroughs of New York City, and many local residents take the tour as their were first-time visitors. Don't let opportunities to take a family vacation slip away, because time just ticks away. Life is short, as I know from my experience with my mother, and my ex-wife knows. A good friend, my ex-wife, a good friend knows by losing her father. Vacations are healthy for all of us. You may not have the financial ability to take a luxurious trip. That's why we are doing it in the way that we're doing it, because it's a one-day trip. It doesn't cost a lot of money, yet we're going to have a blast. However, taking a vacation locally is a great way for you, your family, get away from the usual everyday routine. You and your family will benefit from a well-earned break, and when it's time to return to your normal schedule, you will have a clear mind and a fresh start to a brand new week. Like I said, when you take a family vacation and you spend a few hours in the car, it gives everyone a time, because nobody can really walk away to speak to each other, where I can thank my ex-wife for constantly helping me, and I can sit with my wife, that we don't get to do often, right next to her in the front seat, and it gives time for my daughter to actually have both father and mother together, even if it's just for the day, because children often are affected by divorces. where one person leaves the home. Usually it's the case of men. In my case, it was that. It gives my daughter time to see mom and dad together and not fighting, which is more important. Let today be the first day of your family unity. Let today be the first day where you start making decisions to like each other, to be peaceful to each other, to appreciate each other. And let today be the first day that you decide on taking a family vacation somewhere, even if it's just for the day, and may God bless you.
but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there. Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember,